So today we shall do the determination of molarity of KMnO4 solution by using standard solution of FAS. So this is a volumetric experiment. So for this we first need to prepare the FAS solution, which is already prepared and given to us here. This is 100 ml of FAS solution. Now using this FAS solution we shall determine the molarity of KMnO4 solution. So the solution to be taken in the burette is KMnO4. So let us prepare the burette first. So first step, we will be cleaning the burette with water. So fill the burette with water. Now ensure that you are cleaning the entire burette and throw away the water into the sink through the nozzle. Now once the burette is cleaned with the water, we shall next fill up KMnO4 solution into it. So this is the given KMnO4 solution. We will rinse the burette first with KMnO4. So I am filling small amount of KMnO4 into the burette with the help of a funnel. Now again hold the burette horizontal and ensure that all the sides of the burette is coated with the KMnO4 solution. And again rinse it by throwing out the KMnO4 through the nozzle. Next we shall fill up the burette with the KMnO4 and adjust it up to the 0 level mark. So once again I will put the funnel and fill it up with the KMnO4 solution. We shall first remove this air bubble now. So hold the burette vertical and allow the solution to flow freely. So this removes the air bubble. Once the air bubble is removed, again adjust the burette to the 0 mark. Okay, so I hope you can see the 0 mark here. Now KMnO4 being a dark colored liquid, you need to adjust the level of the liquid up to the upper meniscus, not the lower meniscus. Lower meniscus is generally seen for transparent solutions. KMnO4 being a dark colored solution, we adjust the 0 mark at the upper meniscus. Next we shall wash our pipette with water. So I have taken small amount of water in this beaker. We will wash the pipette with water. Now once the washing with water is done, we shall rinse the pipette with this FAS solution. So take about half the pipette of FAS solution. Again ensure that the solution is coated on all sides of the pipette and then throw off the rinsed solution into the sink. The rinsing is always done to remove the extra droplets of water inside the apparatus so that the concentration of the solutions are maintained. Now we shall pipette out 10 ml of this FAS solution into this conical flask. So remember, FAS is a transparent solution, so you need to adjust the 0 up to the lower meniscus. The lower meniscus should be on the mark. Okay, so in this manner, once the lower meniscus is up to the mark, we take out the 10 ml into the conical flask. Okay, now we need to add around 1 test tube or 1.5 test tubes of dilute sulfuric acid to this FAS solution in order to prevent its hydrolysis as well as to prevent the oxidation of KMnO4. Okay, so approximately 1 to 1.5 test tube of sulfuric acid. Now we start the titration. So first will be our pilot reading, where we will go ml to ml. So I can take directly from 0 to 1. This is the pilot reading. We want to find the rough range, okay, between which two ml our reading is expected. So I am going ml by ml here, 1 ml at a time. Keep stirring till you get the permanent pink color. Remember, KMnO4 is self-indicator. So we continue adding ml by ml till we get the light pink color. Now remember, KMnO4 here is a self-indicator. So the solution should change from colorless to light pink when the titration is over. So you can see here the color change. So this indicates our pilot reading. So the pilot reading is between 7 and 8. So now we will take one more reading, which will give us the final reading, and this final reading we will be repeating it 3 times. Okay. So now once again we will adjust the burette to the 0 ml mark, and in the clean conical flask we shall once again pipette out 10 ml of FAS, 1 test tube of sulfuric acid, and carry out the titration again. Okay, so I have adjusted the burette reading to 0 ml. Now we will pipette out 10 ml of the FAS solution. Okay, so remember, the lower meniscus should be at the 0 mark, the standardized mark. So now we transfer the contents into a clean conical flask. Ensure that you don't jerk the pipette, just let the last drop drain off completely. Touch it to the sides and remove. Now we once again add 10 ml of dilute sulfuric acid to the conical flask. Okay, so the sulfuric acid, 1 test tube. Now we already know the pilot, so I can go directly from 0 to, let us say, 6 at one stretch. Okay, because I know my pilot is between 7 to 8. That means my reading will fall somewhere between 7 and 8 ml. So when I come near 7, I will go drop by drop so that I get the exact reading. So now I've come up to 6. So after this I can go drop by drop to ensure that I don't miss out on the final reading. So add just 1 or 2 drops at a time. Swirl the contents of the flask and continue the process till you get the light pink color. Remember, we are not adding any indicator here because KMnO4 itself is a self-indicator. So you have to ensure that you get that very first drop when the color changes to light pink. So you can see at the very first drop we have got this lovely pink color. So this completes our titration. Let us note down the reading. Now again, when you note the reading, you must ensure that the burette is at your eye level and you have to note down the upper meniscus reading. So here my reading comes out to be 7.3. Okay. So this is my final reading, that is 7.3. Now this process wherein I got the final reading as 7.3 has to be repeated 2 more times minimum, so that all the 3 readings which I get must be constant. Okay. So you can have a difference of 0.1 ml here and there, but you cannot have a wide difference in the readings. So if your 3 readings you are getting at the same level, so in my case it was 7.3. So if I get 7.3 consistently 3 times, then my experiment is over. So we can tabulate our final readings as 7.3 ml and then proceed with the calculations. So this completes our volumetric analysis, the practical part. The calculation part I shall be showing you in my next video.